Hi, this is the video for the Civita Portal Backend training. Every technician and administrator of the city will be provided with a URL along with a username and password. Once you have the username and password, and if the user is verified, they should be able to log in successfully. I will be logging in as a technician. Once logged in, you will see a dashboard. This dashboard, by default, will give you all the work orders assigned to you as a technician. If you uncheck the My Requests box here on the right side, you can see all the tickets submitted to other technicians. Here on the top left, you can use the filters to filter your dashboard by closed or assigned and also by date as in the last 30 days, 1 year, etc. One way to go to the work order page is to click on the hyperlinked work order number here or click on the work orders option on the left side of the screen. Now you can see the list of all the work orders and can use the same filters as before. You can click on any of the work orders, and once you are on the work order page, you should be able to see the description of the ticket and the status of it, whether it is assigned, if yes to whom and also who it was reported by. The ticket can be closed from here as well. Once that is done, you can also choose an image or a file and add a note with closure details. If you want to communicate with the resident, at the bottom of the work order page, you can see a field where you can send a message to the resident who reported the issue. As this is a graffiti issue, you can see here that there is a message which reads, "Please let us know what surface the graffiti is on. Thank you." This message can be edited as well. Then clicking on Send to Reporter will send out an email to the reporter with the work order ID, with the email subject and the email body. By clicking on Send, they will be receiving a text message as well as an email. Another option is to be able to send an internal note to another technician by selecting the person from the drop-down, enter the information and reassign it. This is what happens in the work order page, and by clicking here we can have a look at the work order history. By clicking here we can do a quick assign-reassign. For example, if someone has mistakenly submitted a ticket for traffic safety and signs and that has to be changed, it can be done from here and assigned to that particular technician. Next is the Maps. Maps will display the list of total open work orders. You can click on any of the open work orders from here, and you can see a pop-up with a description of the issue. Moving on to the Reports section, where you can choose the category, status and the technician, give a date range or a specific time period. Once this is done, it can be exported as a CSV file. Notifications is an interesting feature, where you can send either a push notification or an email notification to the citizens who have installed the app by entering the message in the field provided. This is a feature that is being used by many cities to let the citizens know if the city center is closed for the day or if there is an event at a park, etc. Next we have Settings. This page is the heart of the system. This page primarily controls the mobile app. We have the work order categories here. These are the categories we provide currently configured under the Report section. You can also add a new category by clicking here. You can add the name, email, and the URL along with a pop-up message to the category. You can also select the severity, due days, and also choose an icon. You can add a subcategory to that as well. One of the examples of using the pop-up message is, say for example you have an animal control or a water issue, you can mention in the pop-up saying, in case of out-of-office hours, please contact this number. This way, from a resident standpoint, when they click on the category, they will see the pop-up message and can decide whether they can continue reporting the issue or contact the given number. Next is Category Mapped Users, where you will be adding the technicians to the category. Choose any category and then you can see all the available technicians registered in this user management section. From this page, you can select which technician should be receiving the email when a resident submits a ticket. This way, a technician assigned to this category will automatically receive an email. These are the notification settings where you can find the email notification templates that we have created. For example, a new work order template can be seen here with relevant tags. In email account settings, by default we will be using RO1 email IDs and SMTP information. In the text notification settings, you can see a similar pre-written template by default, which can be edited. Next is Contact Us. In the mobile app, we have the list of all the departments and their contact details that can be managed from here. The contact number and the link can be added here. There is also an Email Us section in the mobile app. By clicking on Add Email Us, an email address can be added and the person will be able to get the email. You can manage your social media accounts by clicking on the Social Media Links section. You can add or delete your social media accounts from here. You also have the Press Release section where you can add the URL of any of the press releases done. You can add, delete, or edit your calendar events by clicking here. You can add an event by clicking here and filling the fields under this section. The event locations can be added from here. By clicking on banners, you can have a look at the banners that come on the top of your screen on your mobile app. You can add the banner from here or click on any of the banner images here to edit them. Under the News section, you add a news by giving it a title, a URL, a description, and a date. These are all preset options, but they can be managed according to your requirements from here. By clicking on the Parks section, you can manage your parks. By clicking on Add Park, you can add a park. You can edit the details of the parks from here as well. Buildings and Facilities is similar to the Parks section where you can add a building or a facility or click on a building to edit the existing one. Utility Bills helps you view the existing bills with the URL based on the type of the bills, and these can be added directly to the mobile app. There is the City Info section where URLs can be added by clicking on Add. If you want to move any of the existing URLs, you can drag and drop them like this either to the top or bottom of the list. Next, we have the City Events, where events can be added from here by clicking on Add City Events. Coming to Macro, you can view the existing ones here and also add any number of macros by clicking here. The newly created one will display in the section where you want to report it to the technician or the residents. The Water Bill section can be used if you are using the service or the connection. The Twitter Feed section can be used if you have any API for Twitter and add the feed to the mobile app. Finally, we have the Mobile App Template Color Palette where you can manage the theme colors and the button colors by selecting the color from here or directly entering the color code here. The next and the final step is the Mobile App Setup. Here the city-related information can be entered and the template of the app can be switched from here. You can enter the settings by clicking on the gear icon on the top right corner of the screen. You can create any number of users by clicking here. Click on a new user and the role can be selected from here. Only the administrator has access to this screen with a managed user and gear icon, whereas a technician cannot see the gear icon. The password of a user can also be reset from here by selecting the user and clicking on Reset Password. You can also resend invitations the same way. List of deleted users can be seen by clicking on the Inactive Users tab. The login history can be accessed by clicking here and putting in the date range to view the login history of all the technicians. These are the default settings that we have set up that include the name of the organization, contact details, logo, etc. And by default, the language is English. You can also change your password by clicking here. This concludes the training session and thank you for your time.